What up, people? It's your girl, Rochelle, here with Hardwood Diva, and I'm coming to you. Today's Saturday, November 20th, and I am bringing to you my NFL Week 11 picks. Okay, getting on with our games that are going to be starting tomorrow. So we've got Baltimore and Carolina. Carolina's on like random picks as quarterbacks right now, so I'm definitely going to have to go with Baltimore for this one. So Baltimore, they have it. And then we have Buffalo and Cincinnati. Now, Cincinnati, I don't know how to explain them. They're a really good team, should be better, have really great pieces. The puzzle's just not coming together the way it should. Baltimore, same way. But I don't know. It's like lesser of two evils, I guess, right now. I'm going to have to go with Cincy. It's in Cincinnati. I think that Cincinnati can pull it off. Unfortunately, I really don't think the Bills are going to get their first win this season just yet. So, sorry, Bills. Don't think you guys are going to get it this week. Then we have Detroit and Dallas. So, yeah. Dallas did really good last week. They really made me proud by kicking the crap out of the Giants. So let's see. Do I think this is something that's going to help them kind of move along? I do think seeing Wade Phillips get fired actually sparks them. Not necessarily just because of Jason Garrett and him bringing in this style of being a little more aggressive, doing things like making them wear certain things when they're going to the games. Why Marion Barber sat out because he wasn't abiding by rules. But I think seeing him get fired, it made them think, hey, nobody's job is secure here, so maybe we should be playing like we should be playing. So I think this week against Detroit, they should be able to get it. Seeing that Detroit is a little hobbled by not having Matthew Stafford, even though Sean Hill is actually, has done fairly well for them. I think that Detroit won't be able to make it, even with they have a fairly good defense. I just don't see them being able to do that. So I'm hoping and praying of these two Thanksgiving teams that are always America's teams, as you say. I'm hoping that my Dallas Cowboys get it. So go Dallas. Then we've got Cleveland and Jacksonville. I'm going to have to go with Cleveland. Cleveland's playing fairly well. They've taken a couple of teams either to the brink or just overpowered them, as is the case with the New England Patriots. And Jacksonville is not in the best of shape personally, even though David Garrard is a decent quarterback. I really think Cleveland, is going to be able to get them. So I think Cleveland has it this week. Then we've got Arizona and Kansas City. Kansas City. I don't know what happened to them last week. It's not the Kansas City I don't think anyone was used to seeing this season. That definitely wasn't even the Broncos team anyone was used to seeing this season. But, sorry, I have a hair in my eye and it's bothering me. But I do believe that Kansas City is going to come back from that embarrassment last week and they're going to get it. So they're going to beat the Arizona Cardinals, who I personally think suck right now. So, okay, let's go on. Green Bay and Minnesota. Green Bay. Minnesota, I don't even know how to describe them. They're getting Sidney Rice back, which is good for Brett Favre. He really liked Sidney Rice. He was one of the top receivers last year on the team, so it's really nice to have him back finally. However, I just don't see this as getting them over the hump. I really think Green Bay has it. And if Green Bay definitely gets this win out, which I think they will, Minnesota has very little chance of making it to the playoffs this year. So, sorry, Manny. Bringing Brett Favre back might have been a bad idea. But, hey, it's worth a try, right? Then we've got Houston and the Jets. The Jets, even though they almost lost to the Cleveland Browns last week, and Houston is a fairly good team, I really think the Jets can get this. This Jets team is pretty solid. Their comeback last week was definitely one for the books, watching Jericho Godry on basically one leg almost with that injured groin, turning around, coming back, and laying out to make that catch. By the way, he's out with a groin injury this week. It was really, really good to see that. Good to see them involving, getting Santonio Holmes, him getting that touchdown and, basically putting them where they needed to be. So this is a Jets team that I thought early on would be a contender for the Super Bowl in the AFC, and I still do believe that. Even though I think there's like 17 teams within the top spots as far as the records, I really think that the Jets have set themselves apart in the AFC. So I think that this is a team to watch for. They're definitely the team to beat, in my opinion. I know people are thinking the Patriots, Steelers, Both of those, in my opinion, have lost to teams they should not have lost to and lost badly. So I'm just going to have to say it's the Jets. They're an overall solid team. Then we've got Oakland and Pittsburgh. Okay, Oakland's been playing really, really good. Like, really good. All my Oakland Raider fans out there, you guys should be very proud of your team. However, they're playing the Pittsburgh Steelers, who have an amazing defense, even though they're struggling right now. I'm going to have to go with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this is not me picking the Pittsburgh Steelers just so I can keep my streak of me picking the opposite team of who the Raiders end up beating. I really just don't think the Pittsburgh Steelers will lose to the Oakland Raiders, especially in Pittsburgh. So, yeah. Sorry, Raiders fans. This just might be that first one you guys lose in a while. Then we've got Washington and Tennessee. Washington was embarrassed on Monday. I don't know if they want that to happen again this week. Donovan at points looked good. At points did not. It's really hard to look amazing with Michael Vick running up and down the field and make you look like crap. Making your defense look like crap. So, I'm picking Tennessee, though, because I think they might be okay. I don't know. It's going to be kind of questionable. Their QB situation up in the air. Kerry Collins got hurt. Vince Young was hurt a little bit in the game last week. They might. I just think Tennessee might pull this one out. Even though Clinton Portis is back for Washington, so we'll see how their running game goes. Keelan Williams actually did really good last week. If they're smart, they'll put that guy back in for a little bit at least. But I just really think that the Tennessee Titans will get this one this week. Seattle and New Orleans. Seattle did really good against the Arizona Cardinals last week, but it was the Arizona Cardinals. And they're going to be playing New Orleans in New Orleans. So I'm going with New Orleans. Tampa Bay and San Francisco. Tampa Bay. This team's really good. San Francisco's really good. They've, been doing a little better, coming on a little better this towards the end here, but I really do think Tampa Bay is going to be able to get them. Tampa Bay is definitely up there as far as the NFC teams, especially playing in the NFC South where they're battling teams like Atlanta and New Orleans. I think they're battle tested, and I think this is a team that can, go into the playoffs. So I think they will be able to get the San Francisco 49ers. Atlanta and St. Louis. St. Louis is decent, but Atlanta's just better. So going with them. Indianapolis, New England. This is the Peyton Brady battle. Both teams aren't the teams that we're used to seeing out of them. They're young. They're kind of just patchwork teams, in my opinion, where you're just piecing guys together and seeing what works. But I think Brady has a bit of an edge. This team seems to play a little bit better personally than the Indianapolis Colts teams that I've seen in the last few weeks. So I'm going with the New England Patriots, even though I know plenty of people are dubbing the Patriots the class of the NFC and the team to beat. As I said before, I don't think that's them. They're too young, in my opinion, a little too patchwork, but they're definitely a team that I can see going into the playoffs, and I do believe that this week they're going to beat the Indianapolis Colts. Giants and Philly. Ooh, everybody's crazy about this game because of the fact that Michael Vick just kind of ran all over Washington last week, and then it's Washington's not the Giants, and they're much better, and their defense is just so amazing, number one in the league. But sometimes there's no defense when there's an amazing offense. And I believe that Michael Vick is making a statement this year, and no matter who gets in his way, no one is going to stop him, in my opinion. I'm going with Philly simply because Michael Vick is Michael Vick, and he did what he did, and I am seeing a person that's matured and a player that's matured, so I'm going with him. Now, finally, we have our Monday Night Football game, which is going to be the Denver Broncos versus the San Diego Chargers. I know Denver kind of came out and just looked all amazing versus Kansas City, who beat San Diego in the first game of the year for these two AFC rivals. But that's not going to happen this week. Chargers are definitely coming on a lot more. So I'm personally going with the San Diego Chargers. So there you go, my friends. Those are my picks for the NFL Week 11. Like I said, if you've got any questions, want to hit me up, want to battle me with something, or don't agree, let me know. Put it up. Hit me up at Rochelle@hardwooddiva.com, or just simply go to www.hardwooddiva.com. I will see you guys later.